Hello friends, welcome to QuizArc, a venture to know something new every day and delve deeper into trivia. Today we have before us this photo of Valentina Tereshkova presenting a badge to Neil Armstrong at the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center in Star City. Let's dig a little deeper into this photograph and the lives of these two pioneers. In May 1970, Armstrong took a detour from his presidential goodwill tour at the invitation of the USSR Academy of Sciences and became only the second American astronaut to touch down on Soviet territory. This was following Frank Borman's visit in early July 1969. The highlight of Armstrong's trip was his visit on June 1 to the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center in Star City, just outside of Moscow, where Valentina Tereshkova, the first woman in space, served as the hostess for his visit. Most of us consider Neil Armstrong to be a one-trick wonder, the first man to land on moon, but he was so much more. When he was a little kid, Neil's father took him on a ride in a Ford trimotor airplane, and by the time he turned 16, he had already spent enough year time to get his pilot's license. He may well be the first and probably the only person ever to get his pilot's license before his driver's license. Armstrong was a naval aviator from 1949 to 1952 and fought in the Korean War as a fighter pilot. During that time, he flew 78 combat missions. Top Gun, anyone? By the way, did you know that the suits for the Apollo 11 mission were manufactured by the ILC Dover, a division of the band Playtex, who, before the time, only used to manufacture undergarments, baby products, gloves, and tampons? Anyways, moving back to Neil. He appeared in a commercial for Chrysler that aired during the Super Bowl in 1979, which at the time was considered uncharacteristic for the astronaut. Although he more than likely earned a large paycheck, he claimed the main reason he appeared in the ad was that he wanted the struggling US carmaker to improve their sales and continue contributing to the domestic economy. Let's watch a short clip from that ad.
Long ago, I learned that all engineering is a matter of designing machines to solve problems. I'm Neil Armstrong. In the Apollo program, I acquired a respect for the ability of Chrysler Corporation engineering to help solve some of the incredible problems of space travel. Now I've seen what they've done for cars, and I'm convinced Chrysler engineering has solved many of the problems that concern all drivers.
In 1985, Armstrong went on an expedition to North Pole with a group of fellow explorers who were also known for being the firsts in their field, namely Steve Fossett, the first person to fly a balloon around the world, and Sir Edmund Hillary, the first person to climb Mount Everest. It's rightly said, birds of a feather flock together, isn't it? And that brings us to the second person in our iconic photo, the Russian superwoman, Valentina Tereshkova. Valentina's beginnings were very humble. Her father was a tractor operator and died in a war when she was little. Her widowed mother scraped by with work in a textile mill. Tereshkova left school at 16 to work in a tire factory and then the mill, where she grew fascinated by the machinery. Her journey from the lowest of ranks to the stars is fascinating and inspirational, to say the least. When she was 22, Tereshkova joined a parachuting school in her neighborhood, and in 1959, Tereshkova made her first jump before her instructor had told to do so, and that was the first of more than 160. She recalled that before a later jump, her mother warned her, "If you crash, don't come home." You see, not that different from Indian mothers. It was the Soviet military bureaucrats who found her name on long lists of parachuting club members, as the earliest space flights required pilots to parachute out from craft on descent due to the dangers of heavy landing. She was invited to Moscow for interviews and exams under the pretense of joining the National Parachute Service, and was chosen as one of the 5 women in its cosmonaut program, along with a mathematician and a member of the national skydiving team. At one point, trainees wearing 300 pounds worth of spacesuit and parachute gear jumped from a plane flying 3 miles above the sea. Ultimately, the biases of the era and propaganda won the day. The general in charge of selecting a cosmonaut thought Tereshkova was both competent and charismatic. A Gagarin in a skirt, he said. And the rest, as they say, is all history. Let's watch a short clip about this incredible woman's incredulous journey to space.
Я должна сказать, что к космическому полету я готовилась вместе с другими девушками в то время, кандидатами на полет. Нас было всего 5 человек. Во-первых, Юрий Гагарин, уже слетал Герман Титов, и они, естественно, были нашими первыми друзьями. Я могу сказать, что мой космический корабль был сориентирован так и заложен в автоматику, что вместо того, чтобы тормозная двигательная установка, когда включится, не сталкивала корабль, а наоборот поднимала орбиту. И, естественно, я бы могла и...
And this brings us to the end of today's short video. Hope you got to learn something new. If you did, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more interesting stuff coming your way. And don't forget to follow @QuizArc on Instagram, where we brainstorm on interesting fundas. Goodbye.